Give me intel on the suspect.
He's a Russian terrorist trying to revive the Communist Party. His name is Orgami Ishitz.
Move out.
They're gonna ambush from right here. They're gonna be knocking on the door. They're gonna come in for us, and they're gonna take us hostage.
If they're attacking at the wall, I think that we should move to the forest.
I think that's a good idea.
My only issue with that.
Drop hands up! Hands up! Put your hands up!
Get down!
Talk! Explain how the politics of the New World Order are influencing your damn movement!
No! It all started when the United States and the Soviet Union tried to lessen tension between both superpowers at the Geneva Summit of 1955. Both countries didn't want to attack the other because they were afraid of mutually assured destruction. This is the first time that they tried negotiating, but the United States weren't meeting our demands.
Give us blueprints to all your military bases and we will do the same. We will allow aerial inspection of all our military bases only if you allow us to do the same to yours. This will help assure both nations that one nation will not be planning an attack on the other. Consider this proposal the United States' first hand towards a peaceful and prosperous future.
Now look, I understand your proposal, but I'm not an idiot, okay? I know you're trying to plot espionage against my country. The well-being of my country is none of your concern.
The summit was the beginning of the New World Order, which consisted of cooperation and peace. However, it didn't end the tension. Eisenhower went against our demands of privacy by sending UT spy planes to spy on us from high altitude. The United States espionage allowed him to discover how technologically inept the Soviet Union was.
Why do you resent the economics of this New World Order?
So day by day, the tech got better and the military got stronger. The Vietnam War started because of rebellion against French imperialism. North Vietnam was supported by the Soviet Union and China against France, the Philippines, and eventually the United States. The United States joined the war to support the French in maintaining their colonies. But most importantly, they joined to suppress the spread of communism to Vietnam. They feared that if Vietnam became communist, other neighboring countries would revert to communist. This is how you say the domino theory. The United States thought since it was economically and technologically superior, it could easily defeat the communist North.
However, the Viet Cong used guerrilla warfare, which is a tactical small conflicts where groups of stealthy combatants use the element of surprise to eliminate the enemy. During some ambushes, the Viet Cong guerrilla fighters would sneak upon unaware US troops, attack them, and leave before risking capture. This was especially effective because of one reason. Vietnam's geography consists of thick jungles. This makes it difficult for Americans to navigate and are placed at a disadvantage.
The Vietnam War introduced brand new chemicals like napalm and Agent Orange. They were both used to burn down forts and deprive enemy of cover. Napalm is a flammable liquid used in warfare, which releases large amounts of carbon monoxide when it explodes. And when this happens, it poisons all the air around it. Agent Orange is a powerful mixture of chemical herbicides that removes leaves from plants. It was later discovered to cause serious health issues including tumors, birth defects, rashes, psychological symptoms, and cancer. The United States sprayed more than 19 million gallons of herbicides over 4.5 million acres of land in Vietnam from 1961 to 1972. You can still see the effects of it till this day, all because North Vietnam wanted freedom, which you Americans supported. They didn't fight for communism, they fought for freedom.
Communism in Vietnam failed though. Ho Chi Minh lied to his peasants, told them after the revolution that they would obtain their rights and liberties to gain their support. The entire system was greatly flawed. It wasn't until they reformed their policies to socialism that they started to prosper. Even now they're leaning towards capitalism.
Just like the motherland, the Vietnam War opened people's eyes to how communism isn't a reliable economic system. There was once over 40 communist nations, now there's only 5 remaining. The Cold War resulted in capitalism becoming the prevalent economic system in the world.
It promotes private ownership and investment. People aren't stuck in one social class their entire life.
I lost my position in government due to the implication of capitalism in Russia.
Yes, but the populace can vote for what they want. Power is only distributed to one man only. You do realize there's a correlation between communist nations and their corrupt forms of government. Communist nations tend to be more corrupt and power isn't distributed equally throughout the people. But when communist nations are abolished, that's when democracy comes in and nations prosper.
As the Cold War progressed, technology was becoming more advanced. Things like guns and tanks and nuclear missiles were becoming more lethal, but my country couldn't keep up. My people suffered. My family suffered, and I was just watching them. I needed communists system to fix.
Here's the point. The Cold War brought many changes to the world we live in. It created international laws like the restriction of weapons of mass destruction. This revolutionized the ways we fought war because chemicals like mustard gas, which was used in World War I, are banned.
Shut up! Nobody told you to speak! Why? You are under arrest for the use of illegal methods of spreading communist power.